So it's that one there. And I'm going to start on my other computer here. Back up. Okay. All right. Okay, Tim, understood about, yeah, being asleep there, and Alan and Cecilia in Paris. Yep, great. That's cool. All right, so I think we're nearly ready to go. Okay, so, all right. Just going to share the screen a little bit now, show you the graphic, and get underway. All right, so the little webcams will go to the right, and you can just drag them and move them around if you want to see what's on the screen, or you can scroll up and down with the little chevrons at the top and bottom if you want to see other people. So welcome. I'm Nicolas David Ngan of the Centre for Conscious Ascension, and we're going to talk about Manifest Your Soul Purpose this evening. It's a free manifestation webinar. It's the process I use to create a global teaching business. I wanted to share it with you guys so you could create whatever you wish in your life, because there's ways of doing this. So you'll come here, I presume, because you've actually seen the little ad we did on Facebook, because you're all here to help the world, and we all have special gifts of service hidden deep within our soul. And I've been looking for mine since I was a teenager, and I was trying really hard to find out what it was. There was some special thing I had to do here, which no one was telling me. It wasn't coming from school or work or parents. They didn't have a clue, really. And I certainly realized I had a lot of emotional blocks to manifesting it. So after 30 odd years of spiritual development, I found a way to gracefully clear these emotional blocks so I can manifest more and welcome more of what I wanted to create in my life. And so I'm here to share that with you so that you can feel a bit more fulfilled in life and deliver that real gift of service that you feel deep inside you're here to do. And it's very frustrating at times to really try and get that out, being in human form. So what I'd like to hear from you guys first, though, is just briefly what brought you here, just so we can set the energy for the webinar. So those of you who are, just see if I can stop sharing the screen now. Those of you who actually got the camera showing, does anyone want to just tell me briefly, just give your name, where you are, and what you'd like from this, because we're setting intention here, because this is designed around what you guys need, okay? So this is a bit more interactive than a normal webinar where someone just talks away on some subject. So maybe Peter, do you want to start? You're a regular. What's brought you here again?
I'm in Winchester in England, and for a long time I've felt that I have something that helps other people greatly because they tell me that. But I've always had a blockage on doing it, often based on fear.
Yeah.
And so I need to heal that so that I can get out what other people are often actually quite almost shouting at me to do.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Who else would like to share? You don't have to, you don't want. Who would like to volunteer to share? Okay. Julia, thank you. Just unmute your mic. Bottom left. You have to unmute your microphone on the bottom left.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. There you go.
I'm Julia from California, and I'm interested in growth and development. And I saw you on Open Minds and connected with the things that you were saying, and so I've kind of been trying to understand it more since. So
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Thanks. All right. Who else would like to share why they've come? Okay. Marion. It's on the bottom left there. That's it. Yep. Where you go?
Yeah, I just think it's a wonderful tool for helping people to really understand what they're here for, and lots of people don't at the moment. I studied homeopathy, which is an incredibly complex modality, and I just find this really gives you the answers and a very direct way of working with people, and also clear my own blocks to doing it as well. I've got quite an extreme soul profile, so I've got sixes all the way down the middle, so I'm drawn to lots and lots of things, and I think for me it's a great way to focus. And yeah, there's so much to learn, but it's fascinating.
Thank you. So Marion's talking about the soul contract reading work there. So
Yeah.
okay, who else? Thank you, Marion. Who else would like to share what their intent is for this webinar? And some of you guys, if you feel a bit too shy to speak, just put it in the chat and I'll read it out to everybody. So, anyone else?
Hi, this is Tim from Hong Kong.
Hi, Tim. Your game.
Following on from what Marion was saying, I also came across you through your book, Decoding Soul Contract.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been following you quietly, or lurking, or stalking, whichever you want to call it. And it's the first webinar that's really turned up at the right timing. As I said, I'm in Hong Kong, so 1, 2 a.m. in the morning is a little difficult for me to join. So midnight is just about feasible. So really interested to understand a little bit more about what's going on. Very open-minded, really not sure what's going to be covered.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, Tim. All right. Adelia, do you want to speak? You switch your microphone on. No. Who else would like to go? Rachel, you've typed Rachel, you set aside fear and inadequacy to fulfill my purpose. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Anyone else? Okay, I'll start then. Okay. So my intent is to give you a very powerful tool to create the personal and professional life you truly desire. That's the purpose of this, and to help you align a bit more to your soul purpose. That's what we intend to do tonight. So let me share the screen again with our presentation. Okay. All right. So a little drink here, and we'll get into this. Oh, Adelia said here on the chat, sorry, I'm listening in from work, so I can't talk, but I will communicate via chat. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Adelia. So, how did we get here and what can we do about it in terms of getting to that hidden gift of service, that deep feeling of what we're here to really do? Well, we all started off at source, at the Godhead, oneness, a long time ago. And source, this is a fundamental diagram which is the basis for the process we're going to do today, this meditation of oneness. Source, us really, it had an out-breath, and this is in the 12th dimension. And it breathed its energy out all the way down to the 3rd dimension, this physical reality that we're in here. And in coming this far away from source, we densified into a physical body. Now, this is just pure consciousness up there and pure love. And once we got down to here, this little spark of source, the divine in us, our soul, created us as personality expressions of source. And we actually forgot that's where we came from. And so we ended up in a reality, this earth plane, where we feel there is not enough of anything. It's the way this reality seems to work. Because everyone's going around trying to take the energy or money from everyone else, competing for seemingly scarce resources, because they think it's all down here. But actually what this is here really is this is just a projection of higher consciousness This is like a three-dimensional projection screen, this reality. If you watch the movie The Matrix, this is the Matrix. It's a hologram. It's basically an illusion that's created from higher consciousness. So we can experience this sense of separation from source. And if you feel separate from source, you inherently feel you're in lack. Basically, there's not enough source, God, higher consciousness. So manifestation, trying to create something in this reality, only in this reality, is not going to work. Because it's like going to the movies and you're seeing a movie on the screen. You can't, if you went up to the screen and play with it, you couldn't actually create anything on it. All you're going to see is just the movie. So what you got to get to is the projector, which is here, source, and change the program there that's creating your life the way it is. So what we're going to do, in essence, tonight, is that we're going to go from the sense of us being a small, limited human being to actually expanding our consciousness through meditation, meditative process, to embody all that is at a feeling level, feeling energetic level. And when you can embody and sense, actually feel in you, not just understand it. This is not about thinking our way through and enforcing something with the mind. When you can feel that you're part of all that is here, then you can draw anything from all that is, from source, to you into this reality, to project into this reality. This is the key thing I'm going to teach you tonight. But you have to have a sense that you're one with all this first. Only when you have a sense of oneness will you be able to manifest what your soul desires. I didn't say what you desire, because the human ego has infinite numbers of desires, and most of them won't serve you too well. But if you connect with what the soul wishes desires to manifest, then you've got a much better chance of it turning up. So the other component of manifestation is it's got to be in alignment with where your soul wants to go. It's what we call the spiritual signature, the flow in each moment of what is the next right action. So you're not going to get the Ferrari as they show you in the movie The Secret unless you're meant to have one. Okay, so this is not about creating money or assets or the physical illusory things that we're so programmed with in the Matrix. This is more about manifesting the next step in your life as a spiritual being in service here on earth. And if that involves money and assets, well, so be it. But so it needs to be focused on a higher spiritual purpose where your soul wishes to take you. Then things do start to turn up. Because the Matrix is very polluted with the concept of the accumulation of money, which originally was a means of exchange, but it's become an end in itself. And money supposedly equals happiness, but it never does. And aligning with where source wishes to take you will create the greatest fulfillment in your life, because it's where your soul wishes to take you. That's the greatest joy you can have, and that may be money, it may be other things, maybe a bit of both. So, how do we do this? Any questions so far? That's the sort of core concept of what I'm going to teach you. You wave your hand if you've got on video, or put it on the chat, or just turn your microphone on if you want to speak to me. No? Okay, we'll continue. So here's what most of us do, and what I used to do for a very long time. This is us. This is the vastness of consciousness that we are. And what from all past, present, and future lives. And most of us who are on the spiritual path tend to look at these little red dots. All the things which aren't working in our life. We are gazing at our navel. It could be unworthiness, it could be fear, it could be lack of trust. It could be all sorts of things we gaze at. And because of the law of attraction, what we focus on grows. So if we focus on just all the unworthiness and what we don't have, that's all you're going to get. You're going to get more of it, because the matrix or the hologram will create whatever you focus on. It's not discerning. Whatever you wish to create, it will manifest it for you. And a lot of what we create comes from deeply in our subconscious, what we're focusing on. Often it's very pre-verbal. So to create what you desire, the first thing to become aware of is what you're unconsciously focusing on at the moment and what you're manifesting in your life. And then becoming aware of that, and I call it pulling your head out of your navel, to look up in the world and focus on what I really want to create in my life. I had my head in my navel most of my life, until Almira, who used to run the Centre for Conscious Ascension with me, said, you got to pull it out of the navel, Nicolas, and look at what you want to create. And I realized, man, it's been in there my whole life. And because it always had been in there, I hadn't realized what I was doing. So then it's focusing on this stuff here, what you do wish to create. And for example, for me, I wish to create the raising of consciousness on Earth by reaching as many people as possible, give them tools like this so they can change their lives and change human consciousness and make life better for all of us. So what I did is I stopped feeding all the stuff which I didn't like about myself and started focusing on what I wanted to create. This is an important element in terms of what we're going to do tonight here. Because when you start focusing on what you create, your beingness expands, and what will happen is that we start to connect with, well, what do we want to manifest as our soul purpose? See? And when you do that, then you're starving the ego of life force, which it's been stealing from you, creating all the stuff you don't want. It's not about ignoring all the stuff which you don't like in your life. It's just about not giving it any more power than necessary. It's quite a big shift to do that. So how do we proceed from here? So I'm giving you a bit of overall theory of what we're doing, then we're actually just going to go and do it. So we're all red ego onions. We have our flame of consciousness, all the pure love that we are in the middle. But then our soul contract, or our name, through the law of attraction, creates this enormous ego onion around us that blocks light and love from us going out in the world. And it creates this filter of our life the way it is now. And in order to unleash the true purpose hidden within us, you need to peel this onion layer by layer till you reveal the pure love that you are. And the clearer that you are here, the more fearless you are, the more you're going to manifest what you desire. So peeling this onion is the key to manifesting what you desire, which is why we're talking about using healing tools like divine healing. And when you clear enough of your onion, enough of your light shines through, then good stuff starts happening. But up to that point, it can be quite a struggle, as you all know. So how do we peel our onion? Well, the first thing to do is that we need to bring feeling consciousness to the issues of, it could be fear of manifesting purpose, it could be unworthiness. Because if you feel something, you can heal it. And our ego will spend most of its time trying to avoid feeling anything, especially this unpleasant stuff. So we take our willingness, desire, and courage, which brought you to this webinar tonight, and those watching YouTube later. And we focus our awareness on taking it deep into this feeling of, say, fear. That's what you said, Peter. And if we bring our feeling awareness, which is this blue stuff here, into the space, what happens then is that we start to transmute this energy. Okay? This is actually how you clear the barriers to manifesting your soul purpose. It does take a lot of dedication and work. It's not going to happen overnight. There's no quick fix here. You've got to do your work to clear the ego. But the journey of clearing the ego is the visceral emotional journey of clearing the ego is what the soul wishes to undergo in this lifetime, because that allows it to go from one feeling state, usually a negative state, to a positive state, as described in the soul contract. And that's actually a major part of the experience of being embodied. But the ego doesn't want to give up on its programs too easily. So it puts these layers of emotional ice around our programs so you can't get at it. It numbs us out. So it buries our issues. And because if you can't feel it, you can't heal it. So we're going to use divine healing, which I'll talk about a little bit, to actually melt these ego defenses. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to melt our way through these ego defenses so you can clear the fear or the unworthiness or whatever, and clear a layer of the onion. As you clear that onion, then what happens is that you can start to manifest more of what you desire. So basically the principle is focus on what is truly in your heart you wish to create this evening. That's really true for you. But then feel the programs that will come up in the way of that. So basically what we're doing is we're ambushing the programs in us, trying to stop us, and most of them we're not even aware of until they turn up. Okay? So that's actually what we can do here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to, I'll take you through the process before we do it, so you've got some structure here. We're going to center in our hearts, in our heart space. Then you're all going to set your clear intent of what you wish to create as if it's already done. So the universe will pick up on the feeling that you're already in that new house, or you have that new relationship, or you're on your soul purpose. All right? As if it's already done, and you don't worry about how you're going to get there. Let the universe work that out. Because remember, you're the spark of the divine, so you can create whatever you wish. And Christ did that, but he spent a lot of time. He spent 12 years clearing himself, probably with these sort of technologies or something similar in those days. That's why he could manifest pretty much anything. And you could do the same. So you focus on on the feeling as if it's already done. And the mind will come up with all sorts of ideas why it can't happen, but just be aware of them, but just let them pass by those thoughts. It's important to have no negatives. You can't say, I don't want this, because if you do that, you actually get that turning up, because the universe doesn't recognize negatives. So focus on the positive feeling state or manifestation you wish. Just let go of the ego chatter and resistance. Or just be aware of it, but don't give it any power. Don't let it distract you. And then we connect with the oneness, which we talked about. That's where it's going to come from. It's not going to come from this reality. Then we're going to undertake what's called a unified chakra meditation. And this meditation is where we've had a ball of light on the heart. We're going to expand it all the way out through all our body chakras, the 7 chakras in the body, and then beyond to the 14th chakra at source, way below our feet. And what's going to happen then is that that's going to connect you to the oneness of source. So you're connecting to the other parts of you don't normally access when you do that. So meditation of oneness I'm going to use was given by an Indian avatar, to Wayne Dyer. You can read the details of this in the Manifest Your Destiny book he has. But I'm going to teach you a real simple way to do this. But it's good to get the book because it will dismantle a lot of your misbeliefs about manifestation. Okay. And so what we're going to do is that I want you to have the feeling or image or both of the manifestation you wish to create tonight. And it's important not to share that manifestation with anyone else, to keep it very private, not even in the webinar. Because then, if you do share it, the ego is saying, look at me, I'm going to do this, so the ego is playing out on you. You don't want that. It's a very sacred thing, manifestation. It's between you and God, you and the universe. So what we do initially is we breathe the manifestation from the base chakra, our creative center, at the base of our spine. We breathe it up. Actually, we should make it to the third eye. Actually, the third eye. The third eye. And what you're doing is you're clearing the pranic tube of any blockages to the manifestation. So we're going to do that for a while. Normally you do it for a total of 20 minutes for the cycle. And you do this at exact time of sunrise, wherever you are. Okay? But we're going to do it for a shorter period of time just so I can teach you. And so we're going to, with us, use the sounds of God for this. And the sound of God we're going to use is a sound called ah. And so we make the sound ah, and we breathe it from the base all the way up to the third chakra with the energy of that manifestation burning through anything in the way. Then after 7 minutes, normally, we'll probably do it for 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes. We then keep breathing it from the base chakra up to the third eye, but then we breathe it out to the third eye, all the way to the oneness, all the way to oneness, into that unified field of pure light, going back to source. So what you're doing is you're breathing it out to here. You're breathing it out to all of us here. So you're sending the manifestation out to the oneness of all that is. And then the oneness of all that is can then respond, because this reality is all about asking, you shall receive. Okay? You have to ask in the right way. So we do that normally for another 7 minutes. Then after that, we're still making the R sound. In the third phase, the third lot of 7 minutes, you connect to the gratitude you have for that manifestation, having actually turned up in your life. Okay? And you do that for 7 minutes. You feel the gratitude, because gratitude really opens your heart. It opens the channel directly to source. And if you have a specific thing you want to manifest, do it every morning, for at least a week. Make the time. It's difficult sometimes because of schedules. And so what you're doing is you're continually putting out that manifestation. You're seeding it out to the universe regularly. And when you do that, there's a good chance it'll start happening. So what this will do, though, is this will trigger programs which are in the way of this manifestation from occurring. So we're going to do the manifestation first. Then after that, we're going to do some divine healing, which is using higher consciousness to clean out what has been in the way of your manifestation happening. But we first have to trigger the programs to come up. So you're going to leave the webinar feeling a little clearer from this. Okay. Any questions so far on that? Everyone seems to be okay. Okay, so what I want you to do is close your eyes, have your feet flat on the ground, and we're going to do this. And when we do the breathing here, I'd like you just to breathe through your mouth, because that keeps you in the body. Tim's asked, how specific does a manifestation to be? It has to be very specific. You have to focus on one thing only. Otherwise, your mind will scatter too much. Okay, just one thing. And do it consistently for, I don't know, at least a week. So I want you to center on your heart space. And don't think about, you want to manifest not being in fear, okay? For example, focus on the state of being in a state of courageousness, making things happen, whatever it is, okay? All right. So center in your heart space. and set clear feeling intent of what you wish to create as if it's already done. So to move yourself into the future as if it's already done. And remember, there's no negatives either here. And your mind may go a little crazy and all sorts of ego chatter may come up and resistance may come up. Just be aware of it, but don't give it any power. And just feel how you react to that manifestation. Your heart may open, you may feel joy, you might feel tearful, you feel happy, could be relief, or it could be all of them. Just connect with the feelings that come from you, come from your body. And just feel it as it's all encompassing. It's the only thing that's happening in your life at the moment. Be aware of distractions, but just don't let them take over. I'm feeling joy in my manifestation. Feeling joy and gratitude. So we're going to start the unified chakra. We're going to connect you to the oneness that you truly are. We're going to connect you back to source. So we can start to do this. So keeping your eyes closed, I'd like you to begin to breathe the ultraviolet light of the soul into the center of your heart, creating a glowing ball of light. Breathe the ultraviolet light of the soul into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the throat chakra and the solar plexus, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart. Expand and encompass the brow chakra and the navel chakra, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the crown chakra and the base chakra, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the astral, causal, and electromagnetic bodies, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart And expand and encompass the Alpha Chakra, one hand length above the crown and slightly forward. And the Omega Chakra, one hand length below the base of your spine, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body. And allow the waves of Metatron, these are magnetic, electric, and gravitational waves, to vibrate between the Alpha and the Omega Chakras, and to merge with the astral, causal, and electromagnetic bodies, to create the kingdom. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart. And expand and encompass the 8th chakra, one hand length directly above your head and your upper thighs, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the emotional body to merge with the physical fields. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 9th chakra, 2 hand lengths above your head and your lower thighs, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the mental body to merge with the physical fields. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 10th chakra, 3 hand lengths above your head and your knees, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the spiritual body to merge with the physical fields to create what we call the throne. Just feel this field expanding out as you breathe out. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 11th chakra, way above your head in your upper calves, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 12th chakra way above your head and your lower calves, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the Christ oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 13th chakra way above your head and your feet, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body, and allow the I am oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 14th chakra way above your head and way below your feet, forming one unified field of light. within, through, and around your body. And allow source to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart. And expand. Allow the highest frequencies of your spirit appropriate to this session, this manifestation, to radiate from the 10th chakra level, 3 hand lengths above your head, down into your crown chakra, down into your heart chakra, and to radiate outwards in all directions, into the kingdom. And I'd like you to place the image and the feeling of the manifestation you came with a little bit earlier in your base chakra. As if it's already done. Just feel how your body reacts to that. I feel a little teary. I feel relieved. Mine's almost done. Happy. And then we're going to start to make the R sound from the base chakra. We're going to go use the R sound to move the manifestation energy from the creative center of the base chakra at the base of the spine, up the pranic tube, up to our third eye. So everyone switch your microphones on so we can do this together. It's more powerful as a group. We all do this together if we're able to. So we just go as if you can make the sound, especially if you're in an office. So we go like this. We go, ah. Base chakra all the way to the third eye. Ah. Moving that manifestation energy. You may feel it start to clear things. Ah. 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 You feel yourself start to expand with this. Ah. 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 Be aware of any feelings that come up. I'm feeling joy as I do this. Ah. 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 I'm feeling gratitude as well now. Ah. You may find it triggers some negative programming, which is fine, which is the whole point of this as well. Ah. 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 normally we do it for about 7 minutes. You have a timer on your phone or a stopwatch. Now we're going to move to the second phase, which is still breathing from the base, but we're actually breathing from the base up the pranic tube, out the third eye, up to oneness, out to all that is, which you just unified with here. Okay, you're going to breathe out to all of this here. So from the base up to the pranic tube, out the third eye, to all that is, to oneness that you are. Ah. Ah. So you're connecting to the oneness, which is going to bring you this manifestation of it's in divine order. Ah. 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 So we're doing this, we normally do this for 7 minutes. Ah. 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 I guess the other thing to do is, say, if you hold a hand mudra, hold your thumb and 4 fingers together. It creates a specific brain circuit to assist this, but don't have them touching anything else. Okay, just like that. Ah, you can just have them like this on your lap. Ah. 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 You might want to yawn. Negative energy may release. I already want to yawn now, so it's okay if you want to do that. Ah. Keep breathing from the base all the way to the pranic tube, out the third eye, out to oneness. That's all that is. You're just unified with. Ah. 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 Whatever positive emotions come up, I'm feeling actually gratitude and joy. Ah. Because it's becoming real energetically. Ah. Ah.
Oh.
Ah. 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 Now we're going to transition to the third stage, yeah, which is still the same sound, but it's switching your energy just to pure gratitude now. Just gently switch energy to gratitude. Because gratitude's the fuel which makes this stuff really happen. But you've got to get sort of work up to it here. It's phase. So, from the base chakra, the pranic tube, out the third eye, out to oneness, just feel gratitude for the manifestation already being done. Feel your heart open to source as you do this. Ah. 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 And gratitude bypasses all the ego defenses completely and opens you to a direct line to source to bring to you what you truly desire. Ah. 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 It's already done. Just feel it's already done. You're living that life, whatever it is, the person or the situation, already done. Ah. 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 Feel how you expand. Ah. Feel that gratitude coming from the heart. Ah. Just allow, let go, allow it to come through you. It's always been there. You just got to let it come forth. Ah. 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 You might feel yourself merge with oneness with all it is as you do this. That's actually who we truly are. Ah. 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 Feel your heart opening and expanding with the gratitude. Ah. 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 Relax into the gratitude. No need to reach for anything. Just be in the gratitude, and it will come to you. Your manifestation when the time is right. Ah. 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 Yourself get really altered here. Ah. Breathing from the base to third eye out to oneness. Ah. 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 Few more. Ah. 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 Just relax now. Just let the ahs die away. But keeping your eyes closed, staying in that unified field. Ah. Staying in the energy of the manifestation as if it's already done. Ah. Ah. And just breathing through your mouth, just breathe into that manifestation. Feel yourself expanded. Still feel the gratitude. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some divine healing. I've already opened up the divine healing energy space. And this is based on asking you shall receive. And the manifestation would have triggered some of your programs, deep unconscious stuff, trying to stop this return to oneness. Because that's the job, ego's job, to keep us separate from oneness. So we're going to clear what we call energy interference first. These are beings and energies which stop us from connecting to our source. The first thing I'm going to clear are what we call earthbound souls. And I'll be doing this quite quietly. But I want you just to breathe in your body and just feel the shifts that are about to occur. So here we go. Because these 3 lots of interference we're going to clear. They hold all our programs in place. Feel the energy shift. Now we're going to remove extraterrestrial presence in the higher dimensions, which can affect us because they're just trying to understand how we work. I'm going to shift them now. Feel the energy shift. When you feel energy move in your body might jerk as this energy comes out of you. Now we're going to release discarnates, entities, and attachments, a whole range of beings who are trying to keep us asleep. So here we go. Just be present with what happens. There's no right way of doing this, just allow it to be whatever it has to be. So the interference is gone. So you're feeling a little lighter from that. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to clear what are called main low frequency programs. Your eyes closed and breathing through your mouth. I just want to become aware of any negative emotion in you that may have come up from the manifestation. I'd like you to breathe into it. I have a little bit of doubt and fear coming up in me about the manifestation actually happening. So I'm going to breathe into that. It'll be quite subtle. And if you're not fully clear, can't put a name to it, just breathe into the feeling. Just connect to it in whatever way you can. Just do your best. Because I'm bringing feeling consciousness to it. That's how we're going to clear it. Feel how that energy, it could be fear or whatever, or doubt. Feel how it operates in your life. I'm feeling in myself a little lack of trust in the universe. And just become aware, if you can, where that fear first came from. It might be childhood, more recently. Just have the intention of connecting to where the original time of when it first started. Might even be a past life. Might be another dimension. So what we're doing with divine healing is we're targeting the source of the low frequency program. And the more accurate we target it, the deeper the clearing will be. So let yourself open to all aspects of this feeling. Mine's sort of like a lack of trust in God, a layer of that coming out of me. A regular one for me. Become aware of any attachment the ego has to holding on to that program. I have an attachment of feeling I need to suffer, hang on to this thing. Or hang on to this creates more suffering. Become aware of any feelings of feeling bad for having it. Any judgment of yourself for having those feelings. When we judge ourselves, that locks our programs in. It's bringing more consciousness to it. My body's shaking from just feeling the judgment. I have a very judgmental ego. I'll just acknowledge that. The more you can open to whatever's there, the feeling, the deeper the clearing will be. Breathing in, expand your consciousness into that negative feeling as much as you can. The more you expand it, the more you feel it, the deeper the clearing will go. And we're going to do a command code now, out loud. I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized chunks to clear that. So I want you to switch your microphones on as much as you can, those of you who haven't already. And we're going to do this out loud. It's if you can speak. I know some of you at work. So repeat after me. We ask Saint Germain.
We ask Saint Germain
To pour the purple flame, keeping your eyes closed if you can,
pour the purple flame
through the aura
through the aura
and subtle bodies
and the subtle body,
Our body.
to burn away
Burn
burn
away.
away
all low frequency energies
all low
frequency
frequency
energy
energy
that we have discovered,
that we
that
have
we
discovered.
have discovered,
so that new higher level vibrations
so that new higher level vibrations
can be accessed.
can be accessed.
Saint Germain and higher self,
Thank you, Germain and higher self.
please burn out in one go,
Please burn out.
Burn out on one go,
100% the core issue
100% the core issue,
through all levels and dimensions.
all levels and dimensions.
A little pause there. 100% the original cause
100% the original cause,
through all levels and dimensions.
all levels and dimensions.
100% the source of its power
100% the source of its power,
through all levels and dimensions.
through all levels and dimensions.
100% all energy attached
100% all the energy attached,
through all levels and dimensions.
through all levels and dimensions.
100% all of its effects
100% of all of its effect,
through all levels and dimensions.
through all levels and dimensions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if your body move around, my body's shaking with the release of that doubt. You can feel it lifting out of me. Just allow your body to move. You might want to yawn, shake. Energy shifting. There's a lot of the stuff on board when you're trying to manifest what you truly desire. You might feel a bit lighter and warmer now. Now, a lot of what we live through in this life is created from past lives our souls had. It was a different personality. Okay, so I want you to become aware of any past lives that have created the emotion that came out of you then, the blockage that you're working on, and that are trying to stop this manifestation happening. Just through intention. Divine healing is all about intention, and energy follows intention. I've got 7 past lives coming up, which created the doubt. The very thing I'm trying to manifest this lifetime sort of got close, but it disappeared on me. So I sort of had some bad experiences of it. And just because my energy's gone there to them, they're going to get cleared. Just be aware of how many there are. It may just come to you. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. Just your intention's enough. All right. Let's feel into those past lives. And repeat after me. Higher self.
Higher
self.
Please clear, heal, and integrate
Please clear, heal, and integrate
all these files and memories,
all links and past memories,
all links and past memories,
all these files and memories,
all these files and memories,
including all cellular memories,
including all cellular memories,
the DNA,
the DNA,
and the subatomic levels.
and the subatomic level.
levels.
I am now ready to heal
I am
I'm
now ready.
to heal
all traumatic past lives
all traumatic past lives
that have created this blockage
that have created this blockage
at all levels and dimensions,
at all
at all
levels
and
dimensions,
dimensions,
all time frames,
all time frames,
realities,
realities,
and universes.
and universes.
universes.
Just pause there to let that clear. Let me feel your body move. Next command go. I command
I
I
command
command
that any soul fragments
that any soul fragments
held with these memories
held with these memories
with these memories
are now returned to me,
are
are
now
now returned to me
fully whole and intact,
fully whole and intact
as appropriate.
as
as
appropriate.
appropriate.
I welcome these soul fragments back.
I
I
welcome these
welcome
soul
these soul
fragments back.
fragments back.
Do you feel energies returning to you? So just pause there as it comes back to you. I command
I command
that the whole holographic matrix
the whole
I command the
holographic
whole
matrix
holographic matrix
be repaired
be repaired
through all layers and levels,
through all layers and levels,
levels,
brought into full alignment,
embodied to full alignment,
integration,
integration,
and balance
and balance,
to allow for wholeness to emerge.
to allow for wholeness to emerge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just embrace the shift. You may feel a bit lighter, you may feel a bit altered. Okay, you can open your eyes now. There's some quite deep clearing there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to infuse some energetic nutrition with divine healing. So you can look on the screen.
Okay.
And the nutrition actually will help integrate what goes on. So you're feeling a little disintegrated, it will just reintegrate you. So have a drink there. Done a lot of talking. So this is level 1 in divine healing. This is the manual. If you watch the video later, you'll see some of the command codes. I just left them on the screen for you. So what I want you to do here is pick a letter A, B, C, or D. So whatever comes to you. Here. All right. And then look down here. A is amino acids, B is essential fatty acids. So look down here. One of these will jump out at you here under the category which you chose. Okay, your higher self will just give you the right one. Your eye will be drawn to it. My eye is drawn to cysteine, for example, an amino acid. And because I've set my intent it's going to be cysteine, that will be energetically what's infused. It's the frequency of the amino acid, not the physical one, but it's the energetic one. Yeah, all nutrition has a frequency. So you just look through here, one will jump out at you. And the C and D are minerals and vitamins, so you might have one of those. So look here. I'm going to go up in this page, down this page a few times. And just one will jump out. You can write it down if you like, but just your intention will put it in what we call a divine healing stack for you. Divine healing is very, very intelligent. Well, the universe is very intelligent. Go a couple more times till you got the right one. Everyone okay now? All right. So here's the command code up here. So everyone repeat after me. Higher self,
Higher self,
please encode this nutrient
please encode this nutrient
in the perfect balance
in the perfect balance
that is required,
that is required,
and clear and align
and clear and align
all pathways
all pathways
for maximum assimilation,
for maximum assimilation,
absorption,
absorption,
and utilization.
and utilization.
Okay, so just feel the shift. We always say thank you at the end of a command code because that gratitude just opens you up to more grace from the universe. So we say thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone feel a little clearer after that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you just relax now. We'll get a little bit of feedback. Give you a chance to integrate that. So who would like to share their experience of that, even if it's on the chat here? Julia, how was that for you overall?
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah.
It was really good. Thank you. I had a purple light was filling me. I kept trying to imagine connecting, and I kept having purple light coming up.
Yeah.
Right before we went through the releasing things, I felt like something in my was already doing that, and purple light was letting it go. Like I to me, what came to me was insecurity.
Yeah.
I thought it was unworthiness, but suddenly I felt there's this insecure feeling. I don't know where it's coming from, but I really feel that's it. And as soon as I okay, feel it, what's it about, and then release it, and it started happening. And then you actually brought us through the process and the phrasing, and then I was like, it's real happening. I'm really feeling it.
Yep.
And parts come back together.
Yeah. And how do you feel now?
I do. Yeah. It's good.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to share their experience of that? Even if it's on the chat. Peter?
Yes, I was able really to feel myself manifesting my intention. I could see it happening.
Yeah.
And it felt very good. I'd had sort of flashes of the situation where I'd be doing that in the past, and this really brought it together.
Yeah.
And then also the past life experience. I was able to see that again, and then work it away, dissolve it down.
Yeah.
I felt very good afterwards. I felt a sort of energy wave go through my body at that point.
Yeah, very good. Okay, Tim from Hong Kong said, I had very powerful waves of energy pushing back and forth from source, bathed in light of different colors as we progressed. I lost track at several points and had to bring my focus back to your voice. Yeah, so it sounds like you had a strong one there, Tim. Anyone else want to share how that was? Marion? Yep, that.
Yeah, I passed out at the beginning completely and then sort of woke up halfway through. But I'm sure I participated anyway. I had a lot of pain in my abdomen, which was like resistance when we were doing the breathing.
Yeah.
But it's gone now completely. So that's really good because that's a long-term thing that I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel very, very clear. Yeah, very grateful that I did it.
Okay, good. So you're one step closer to what you want to manifest. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Gretchen? Or I don't know if you can speak there where you are, or even just put it on the chat. Okay. Rachel, are you typing a message to me? Or... Okay. I'll just see if anyone's going to put anything else in here. Rachel, very powerful clearing. Past life, very strong, but cleared nicely. Thank you. Okay, great. That was good. So you can repeat this again, watch the process again, and but set your phone to count down 7 minutes at a time. So go for longer. Just pause the video when you watch it again, because when you do a full 20 minutes at sunrise, it's very, very powerful. When I post this video, I'll post all the instructions on how to get the exact time for your location. General internet sunrise and sunset timings aren't accurate. I'll give a special program, German program, which will tell you the precise time for your location. Just give the address, or you can actually put yourself on a map on the software, and it will tell you the precise time. And if you start this meditation just a few minutes before, as the sun rises, the shift from dark to light is extremely powerful for manifestation. Very, very powerful. And it's the time to do this, okay, if you can manage it. Obviously, sunrise is pretty early in summer in some places, so sometimes it's not convenient if you've got kids or other work commitments. So if you are unable to do it at the precise time of sunrise, what you do is you say the following command code. You want to write this down. You say, Mother, Father, God, I command a time shift to, it could be 6:41 a.m. today, sunrise. And what will happen is the energy will project either forward or back in time to whatever you say in that moment. You can actually see it energetically doing it, okay? Because there is no time. Time is just a program, okay? And that's how you get around if it's a 4:30 sunrise and you can't handle getting up until 6, something like that. That's how you get around it. But it will be specifically stronger, okay, at the precise time, okay? All right, and so it's important to do this consistently. If you want to have one specific thing manifest, do it for 17 days in a row, or as many days in a row as you can. You might miss one because of life getting in the way, but do it consistently. And then the thing is to have no expectation of it coming up, no attachment, just to be completely surrendered. And when you're completely surrendered, that's when things turn up. Okay. Tim's asked, does body position make a difference to this? Best to have all the 7 chakras in a straight line, so sitting in lotus position or something like that is good, or sitting in a chair with your back straight is the best position here for this sort of thing. Okay. And you can, if you watch the video again, you get the same power of healing that you had as you had now, but different programs may come out. So the video will contain the full transmission of divine healing. Okay. So you can use this as a healing tool to keep clearing the issues in the way. Okay. Any questions so far? We've still got a little more to do on process, because there's another part of the process I need to teach you. No? Okay. So what we're essentially doing is that you're going for the manifestation you desire, to trigger your ego to reveal its hand, reveal its hidden programs, which it doesn't want to do unnecessarily, but you're forcing it to because it's trying to stop you from creating your manifestation. So what we're actually doing is we're flushing out all your ego programs, then using divine healing to clean them up. So next time you do this, you'll take a deeper layer out of the programs and the way what you want to manifest. I discovered that people watch these videos a lot because they get enormous healing power from it. Okay, just so you know, these are very powerful, the transmission you're getting here. So you might start to think, well, how can I actually really go deep with this? I'll show you. So a bit of a break before we do the last part of the manifestation. So if you're wanting to, I'm going to go here. Wanting to really get to delivering a gift of service, the ways you can go deeper into divine healing are in private sessions here with me. It's freeupyourlife@divinehealing.com. But actually, if you're really serious about this, it's probably better just to come on the training, because the training here is online on Zoom, 4th to 7th of May, where you'll spend 4 days. It's 12:30 to 8:30 UK time, 7:30 to 3:30 Eastern, 4:30 to 12:30 PM Pacific. But basically, the training itself will give you all the tools to clear all the stuff in the way, or a lot of them anyway, to manifesting what you actually desire here. Okay, it's the divinehealingtraining.com, and the training itself means that you will be able to clear 80% of the issues stopping you moving forward in life by yourself once you learn how to do it. And it's equivalent to only about 5.5 hours of session time with me. So it's sort of the deal, really. It's where is the cost here? Yeah, it's actually 225 deposit US dollars, 166 pounds. It's about 500 UK pounds and about 800 US dollars here, or 490, 663 US dollars, sorry. So I learned how to do this back in 2006, and my life has completely changed since I learned the first level. But then I've learned all the subsequent levels, there's 5 of them. But if you want to make your life happen, I found this is the most efficient way, and you just had a very strong taste of it just now. That was part of level 1 that we just did. So focus on what you want to create. All the programs come up in the way, then we clean them out with divine healing. So this, what you wish to create, turns up, gradually starts to turn up more and more, which has been my experience in life. Okay, so this is how you deliver your gift. And when you've cleaned up enough of the ego programming, okay, I'll show you how that works. I'll show you how actually the mechanism, what we're actually doing a bit more. What we're actually doing is this. This is your higher self, which we were accessing to guide you in the divine healing, which has a God self, a higher emotional body, and a non-linear mind. This is the permanent part of you. And this is us in this reality here. This is the impermanent personality. It has a mental body, emotional body, energy bodies, and physical body. And these are all our emotional separation programs, which is, we just cleared a whole bunch of them just now. And we are connected to the higher self with this little antikarana, this little blue line here. Okay, and what we're going to do is clear this here to expand this antikarana, the access to the higher self. Because this is the source of your manifestation. Nothing down here will manifest from anything. But if you can access this more, then your life will truly happen. So what we've actually just done is you guys, collectively, because we worked in a group, you've just expanded your antikarana. More love comes in. You may be feeling a little more joyful. I see some of you guys are smiling a bit more, because you just got more love coming in. And as more unconditional love comes in, you start to feel better. And that also accepts all the programs in here more, doesn't judge them anymore, because judgment holds them in, and therefore they loosen up. So what the journey of manifesting what you truly, your soul purpose, requires the clearing of the ego here, the expansion of the antakarana, and the infusion of more unconditional love into us. And if you keep doing that, by healing yourself, which is what divine healing is about, you get this. This is called enlightenment. This is where the antakarana has completely opened and your ego has dissolved, has surrendered, and become a vehicle of service to higher consciousness. And also love comes through you. And life becomes a lot more joyful and blissful the more you progress down this path. So what happens is this, is that the ego has completely surrendered. It's clear, and this high frequency of love comes through you from your higher self. And this is actually the source of how you manifest your gift of service, by clearing the ego. Okay? Because if your ego believes that you're not worthy of something and you don't clear it, nothing is going to happen. Okay? Nothing's going to happen. But if you clear this, the more and more you clear it, the more this love flows through, then amazing stuff starts to turn out. And that's been my experience. I've been working on this for quite a long time. So this is the actual secret, is to getting everything you desire in life at a soul level, is to dissolve the ego so it surrenders. You don't even have to get to this point. It's starting to happen earlier, but this is the ultimate point to get to. The ego is no longer dominating your life. You're following the flow of spirit. When you follow the flow of spirit, then things just start to turn up, because in each moment you're following the flow of love coming out of your heart, which is what we call here the spiritual signature I mentioned briefly earlier. So what we're all initially doing is we're following this little dotted line, which is the path of the ego, the path of suffering, as the Buddha says, and this is the little ego thinking it's in charge. What we're doing with divine healing is we're dissolving that and we're moving over here. This is the path of the spiritual signature, the path of bliss, the path of opening to the flow of your abundance, the path of opening to your true purpose. Because in this path here, as you start to converge on it, in each moment your heart will open to the next right action, the next manifestation. And if you keep doing that, and you follow the flow like this, you will eventually align. And when you align like that, you're completely in the flow. Everything that you need will just turn up. Eventually, effortlessly. It'll just be there. And you'll just trust in the flow. There won't be any more fear or doubt. Things will just turn up because the time is right. And this is because you've expanded your consciousness here. Okay? So this is the most important diagram of all. This is how you create your purpose, how you create that fulfilling life, by aligning. And that means dissolving the ego here as much as you can. Any questions about that? On chat or live?
Can you talk a bit more about the spiritual signature again, Nicolas?
The spiritual signature is getting clear enough so that you can feel what's happening in your heart and your body, Peter, because the soul communicates through the body and the heart, especially. It opens the heart to the next right appropriate action. So if you had a choice of 2 or 3 things to do, you try them on in your heart will open the most, because the soul will open to the one which is the next right action. And if you follow that, life will just unfold. It's a bit like cooking. Those of you who cook intuitively, you have a feeling, it's done. You do, and then when you do follow that feeling, rather than just a timer, then you actually know it. The meal comes out really good. And so life comes out really good if you just follow the flow in the moment. In divine timing, the next right action in the right time. And that's the key. So you're surrendering the left brain, you're going into the body, just following the flow of spirit. It's using your body sensations, which are always true, to guide you on what's next. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. So, I'm going to teach you the last part now. So, that was a sunrise meditation. There's a sunset meditation of gratitude. It's the same idea of 3 parts, 3 7-minute cycles, but in this case, we're using the sound of Om, which is the sound of God. And the first Om, the same pattern as before, goes from the base to the 3rd eye. So what you're going to do is pick what you're most grateful for today. Okay? And then the 2nd Om goes from base to 3rd eye to oneness, to unity. and then the third Om goes from base to third eye. The third one is actually sound of Shalom, which is from base to third eye to unity, still feeling gratitude. Okay, so hang on, someone's just rejoined us. Someone. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes. I just do a few minutes of each one. Okay, all right, but you do it 7 minutes at sunset. So I want you to feel what you're most grateful for. Feel it in your body. Take it down to your base chakra. Then we're going to go Om, do the Om from the base. Om to the third eye. Do this now. Om. 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 Just feel the gratitude. Om. 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 Now do next second phase. Normally you would have done 7 minutes of that. Base to third eye to oneness. You connect it to. Om. 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 Now the third Om. Means we've hit the 40-minute mark by now. Base, well, it's Shalom. Third base to third eye to oneness. Shalom. Yeah, hold hand mudra as well. Shalom. 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 So you're grateful to the oneness of all that is. Shalom for whatever's turned up already in your life. Shalom. 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 A few more. Shalom. 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 Just relax. Very good. Just keep feeling the gratitude. Keep your eyes closed. Gratitude opens up this dispensation from Source. Cuts through all the ego programming. You've got a direct line to God, direct line to Source here. And just open your eyes when you're ready. We're just staying in that altered state. Who would like to share how that was, just briefly before we finish? Julia, how was that?
Oh, I was very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to coordinate. I wasn't sure if the purpose was to coordinate my with everyone else's, but I was trying to. Sometimes my breathing would take me into my own rhythm. So it's probably good I was on mute.
It's okay, whichever works for you.
It was really relaxing. Is it the intent to coordinate our together so that it vibrates?
If we were all switched on, yeah, people would naturally synchronize.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what usually we do in class.
Yeah.
And then, but yes, it was very relaxing. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Who else would like to share how that was? Peter, how was that?
Yeah, warm, relaxing.
Okay, good.
Very deep vibrations.
Okay, very good. Marion?
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, very nice, very peaceful. Still yawning a lot.
Yeah, shifting some energy, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Anyone else want to share, even on the chat, before we finish? No? Okay. All right, we'll finish there, people. So the transmission will be retained exactly as this on the video. I'll have it out in the next couple of days, okay? And I'll put all the links and other bits and pieces so you got all the mechanics of how to do this for yourselves, okay? I'll put it in the commentary section of the YouTube video, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that, and that creates a bit more joy in your life, a bit more fulfillment, and you can manifest more of your purpose. All right? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.